More than world-class accommodations, the Ritz-Carlton Cleveland is making Northeast Ohio a better place to live through the Community Footprints program. Whether harvesting crops for food banks, supporting Coats for Kids, or the United Way, in this city, the Ritz-Carlton is Cleveland.
Today we find two pioneering women getting national recognition for embodying rock and roll's present.
Bands have to start out someplace.
Seems like a rock club to me. I think anybody walking in here would know exactly where they were.
You need these small little rooms to allow those people to kind of test out their product and their live show.
There's no denying the unique qualities of the Beachland Ballroom and Grog Shop.
We obviously just had a Halloween party.
Scary decorations and mutilated Barbies aside, two local venues are proving that rock and roll won't be leaving Cleveland anytime soon.
When I started 15 years ago, we were down the street at a much smaller place, probably not quite half the size, but close to it. And when I had to move up here, it was great to be a little bit bigger because I could start doing more of the national acts, which I was doing, but I was cramming them into a very small space. So now I think this is like the lap of luxury.
What I set out to do here was to rehab my neighborhood and create a destination location in North Collinwood. What I didn't anticipate was that we would get such national and international recognition for what we were doing.
And what these spaces offer is a very important niche in the area's music scene.
We do everything from really quiet folk music where it's a seated show to punk rock reunions.
We book all original music, we all sorts of touring acts. So, we're far from a club that just books local bands that play cover songs. I mean, that's actually what we never do.
You have to want to hear the music to come here, and I'll walk around and tell people to be quiet if they're talking.
If you had to come in and see the same thing all the time, you would be a little bit bored. You never know what to expect. It definitely makes us a little more of a destination spot than just, you can't just drop in any night and actually enjoy what you hear, but most of the time you might surprise yourself.
Shouldn't come as a surprise that both of these women of rock have been able to keep a steady stream of shows coming in. Both admit that for their clubs to succeed, they need to be able to work with each other hand in hand, a relationship that's been as cordial as it has been competitive.
Instead of trying to cut each other's throat, we recognize the fact that we're vying for the same shows and we're competing with each other, but we can do it in a friendly way, and we try to compare calendars and not book similar types of music on the same night so that we know what the crowds are like. I don't want to see her have 50 people and me have 50 people. I'd rather each have 100. I think we're good for each other.
We try to be complimentary. Kathy's been doing this a lot longer than we have, so we try to compliment each other. We still step on each other's toes sometimes.
However, the Grog Shop and Beachland are both a blessing and a curse for each other. Music lovers have more than a dozen places to see live music on any given night.
Even though it may not be the exact same thing, they're taking a chunk out of somebody's wallet, and Cleveland is not exactly the most wealthy city in the country. So it's definitely not easy.
You're dividing up the competition in this market with too many places for the entertainment dollar to go, so it's just a very competitive market.
But don't expect these ladies to concede anything. They haven't for the better half of 2 decades.
I can't see us going anywhere. I think we've made it over the hump where, you're scared day to day if you're going to pay your bills. Once you establish in your mind you're never going to get rich doing this, and this is sort of a labor of love, and you get a very small paycheck that goes along with it, then I think we're here to stay. We're in a great neighborhood for it. This neighborhood's going to continuously change. There's always going to be an influx of new, younger people here. As long as we continue to do what we do and keep it fresh, I think we'll be okay.
Bringing Northern Ohio to your door every month, Northern Ohio Live magazine's proud to support Live from the Circle. Dining, theater, basically all that's unique to our region can be found on NorthernOhioLive.com. Arts, culture, and living. Northern Ohio Live.